Pangu opens the heavens, the sword of dawn, the soul of creation. In the boundless chaos of ancient times, when heaven and earth had not yet been distinguished, the entire universe was immersed in an endless darkness and profound silence. There were no mountains or rivers, only the thick void and the hush of unformed chaos. It was in this pitch-black moment that the legendary giant Pangu was born. Some say he emerged like the first light of dawn, carrying the brilliance of daybreak as he stepped forth from the chaos. His appearance was like the spark that ignited the universe, driving away the lingering darkness of ages past. Pangu wielded an enormous divine axe, which seemed to contain the very power of heaven and earth. With every swing of his axe, it was as if he tore through the shroud of night like a bolt of lightning, shaking the silent cosmos. Gradually, through his relentless effort, the void was split into two parts. Above, a clear and radiant sky slowly unfolded. Below, a thick, solid earth gathered quietly. Legend tells that Pangu conversed with the expanding heavens and earth each day, and as they grew, so too did he, becoming a towering bridge that connected the two realms. Finally, after countless cycles of day and night and the shifting of the stars, Pangu's life merged with a newborn world. His blood transformed into the rushing rivers, his muscles and bones into majestic mountains and vast plains. His breath became the gentle wind, and his tears fell as nourishing rain. Listen closely to this legend, and you may feel the steadfast will and grand spirit of Pangu. Every resounding strike of his divine axe whispers the secret of creation and the origin of life. It is not merely a display of strength, but a symbol that even in the deepest darkness, courage and selfless sacrifice can herald the dawn of light, nurturing a vibrant, life-filled world. New amends the heavens, tender resilience in repairing the broken sky. Soon after the heavens and earth were born, though the world had emerged from chaos, it was not without its flaws. As the sun and moon moved across the sky, subtle fissures began to appear, cracks that spoke of a fragile order hidden beneath the surface. Through these gaps, fierce winds and torrential rains would surge forth, and the relentless floods devastated the living world below, plunging all creatures into endless suffering and despair. At this critical moment, fate intervened as a goddess of boundless compassion and determination descended to the mortal realm. She was Nuwa. Nuwa is always depicted as the embodiment of tenderness, eternal care, and creative power. Witnessing the shattered sky and the anguish of all living beings, her heart overflowed with infinite compassion. Determined to heal the broken heavens, Nuwa embarked on a sacred journey. She wandered across verdant mountains and flowing rivers, carefully searching for the mysterious glimmering five-colored gems that shone with the essence of the earth. A blue as deep as the ocean, a yellow as warm as the sun, a green as vibrant as spring, a red as fierce as flames, and a deep purple reminiscent of the night. Under the gentle glow of the moon, Nuwa delicately forged these radiant gems into sturdy stone panels. Her graceful, yet resolute hands seemed to dance with the wind and sing with the water as she placed each panel into the cracks of the sky. Slowly, the once uneven and broken vault began to smooth out and become whole. With every panel set in place, the raging storms and torrents gradually subsided, and the sky resumed its warm, comforting blue, while the earth was caressed by gentle, nourishing rain. In the process of mending the heavens, one can almost feel Nuwa's quiet strength, a power that radiates tenderness and determination. Standing under the vast, starlit sky, her eyes fixed on the distant fissures, she seems to whisper to the world. Even when everything appears shattered, love alone can reassemble all the pieces into a complete and beautiful new heaven. These richly detailed legends of Pangu and Nuwa not only depict the epic struggle and tender healing that brought order to the cosmos, but also embody timeless truths about creation, sacrifice, and hope. Their ancient whispers remind us that from the depths of chaos and despair, through acts of courage and compassion, the world can be reborn in harmony and beauty. Please take your time to savor these timeless tales. When you're ready, we will continue our exploration into more of China's ancient legends and the enduring wisdom they impart. Pangu opens the heavens, the sword of dawn, the soul of creation. In the boundless chaos of ancient times, when heaven and earth were yet to be distinguished, the entire universe lay shrouded in formless darkness and profound silence. There were no mountains or rivers, only the thick void and the deep, still hush of unformed chaos. It was in this pitch-black moment that the legendary giant, Pangu, was born. Some say he emerged like the first light of dawn, carrying the brilliance of daybreak as he stepped forth from the chaos. His appearance was like the spark that ignited the universe, dispelling the ancient darkness. Pangu wielded an enormous divine axe, which seemed to embody the power of the heavens and the earth. With every mighty swing of his axe, it was as if he tore through the shroud of night like a bolt of lightning, shaking the silent cosmos. Gradually, through his relentless efforts, the void was split into two parts. Above, a clear and radiant sky slowly unfurled. Below, a thick and solid earth quietly gathered. Legend tells that Pangu conversed with the expanding heavens and earth each day, and as the world grew, so did he, becoming a towering bridge between the two realms. Finally, after countless cycles of day and night and the shifting of the stars, Pangu's life merged with this newborn world. His blood became the rushing rivers, his muscles and bones transformed into majestic mountains and vast plains. His breath turned into the gentle wind, and his tears fell as nourishing rain. As you listen to this legend, you may feel Pangu's unwavering determination and his immense, majestic spirit. Each resounding strike of his divine axe whispers the secret of creation and the origin of life. It is not merely a display of strength. It is a symbol that even in the darkest beginnings, with courage and selfless sacrifice, light will break through the chaos, nurturing a vibrant, life-filled new world. Nuwa mends the heavens, tender resilience in repairing the broken sky. Soon after the heavens and earth were formed, though the world was born from chaos, it was not without its imperfections. As the sun and moon journeyed across the sky, subtle fissures began to appear, cracks that spoke of the fragile order hidden behind the emerging structure. Through these gaps, fierce winds and torrential rains surged forth, and the relentless floods devastated the land, plunging all living beings into endless pain and despair. In this critical moment, fate intervened when a goddess, filled with compassion and steadfast resolve, descended to the mortal realm. She was Nuwa. Nuwa is always depicted as the embodiment of tenderness, maternal care, and creative power. Witnessing the shattered sky and the suffering of all life, her heart overflowed with boundless compassion. Determined to restore harmony, Nuwa set forth on a sacred journey to mend the broken heavens. She wandered along the mountain streams and verdant fields, carefully searching for those mysterious, shimmering, five-colored gems. Each gemstone seemed to carry the very essence of the earth and the secrets of the sky, a blue as deep as the ocean, a golden hue like the warm sun, a green reminiscent of spring, a red as fierce as flames, and a deep purple echoing the night. Under the gentle glow of the moonlight, Nuwa meticulously forged these vibrant gems into sturdy stone panels. Her hands, both gentle and resolute, moved gracefully, as if dancing with the wind and singing with the water, while she carefully placed each panel into the fissures of the sky. Slowly, the once uneven and fractured vault began to smooth out and become whole. With every panel set in place, the raging storms and torrential floods gradually subsided, and the sky resumed its warm, comforting blue, while the earth was bathed in delicate, nurturing rain. Throughout the process of mending the heavens, one can almost feel Nuwa's tender strength, a power that radiates from her unwavering compassion. Standing beneath the vast starry sky, her eyes fixed upon the distant fractures, she seems to whisper to the world, even when everything appears fragmented, love has the power to reassemble all the pieces into a complete and beautiful new heaven. This legend not only showcases Nuwa's magnificent feat of repairing the sky, but also deeply expresses the ancient pursuit of harmony and rebirth. The multicolored stone panels symbolize the connection between the earth and the sky, and more importantly, they represent the infinite hope that, even in the face of endless adversity, love and persistence can bring forth a renewed, vibrant world. The rebirth of heaven and earth, the legacy of Pangu and Nuwa. When Pangu, with his mighty axe, split the chaos to create the heavens and the earth, the world gradually awakened from its dark slumber. And when Nuwa mended the broken sky with her 5-colored gems, the universe once again found balance and order. After the sky was restored, the stars began to twinkle softly, as if whispering a brand new beginning. Beneath this gentle moonlight, the earth donned its fresh, verdant attire. Rivers began to flow anew, and all living things stirred under the warmth of tender rain. As order reigned and the universe settled, Nuwa further displayed her divine power. Legend tells that she fashioned human beings from clay, endowing these figures with soul and emotion. With a gentle breath, she animated them, and the soft whisper of the wind carried the message of new life, a call for hope in the future. From that moment onward, humanity began to flourish on this land, nurtured by myth, gradually forming the first villages and tribes. In the background of all these miraculous events, there seemed to be an invisible rhythm permeating the cosmos. The heroic acts of Pangu and the loving restoration by Nuwa not only breathed new life into the world, but also conveyed a profound message to future generations. Even amid the chaos and fragmentation of the early days, if one possesses courage and compassion, harmony and beauty will eventually emerge. This creative power is hidden in every gentle breeze and every tender drop of rain, silently nurturing the growth of all life in the ages that follow. Over the endless span of time, the earth, revived by Nuwa's mending, began to bloom with countless forms of life. Fresh blossoms unfolded in the spring breeze, and the murmuring of small streams among the mountains told tales of ancient glory and gentle tenderness. In this serene environment, people learned to dance with nature, to appreciate the interconnectedness of all life. Every evening, as the soft wind brushes past your window, ancient legends seem to whisper in your ear, evoking the magnificent scenes of Pangu, splitting the darkness, and Nuwa mending the sky, along with countless other mysterious tales hidden among the stars. And within this reborn world, the ancient wisdom was slowly passed down through the ages. Beneath the gentle glow of the moon, elders would gather around a flickering fire, softly recounting how Pangu, with his valiant strength, cleaved the chaos, and how Nuwa, with her boundless love, restored the sky. These stories became cherished memories handed down from generation to generation, offering solace and inspiration in the quiet moments of the night. The legends of Pangu and Nuwa are like an endless poem, weaving deep meanings of creation and restoration, sacrifice and rebirth into the fabric of our dreams. As you listen quietly in the stillness of the night, you may feel the power that spans millennia, a tribute not only to the laws of nature, but also a celebration of love and courage. In this gentle night, every star and every soft breeze seems to tell the heartfelt story of ancient ancestors, reminding us that no matter how chaotic or broken the world once was, it can always be renewed through selfless devotion and boundless hope. Take your time to savor this story, letting the legends of Pangu and Nuwa, like the tender glow of moonlight, softly brush across your heart. When you are ready, we will continue our exploration into more of the wondrous ancient tales that have shaped China's timeless civilization. The Five Emperors, legends of ancient sovereigns of wisdom and virtue. In ancient legends and historical memories, the Five Emperors represent the ideal sovereigns who led early human society from a state of primitive chaos to a harmonious civilization. They are revered as embodiments of moral integrity, profound wisdom, and selfless dedication. Today we delve into the stories of these five great rulers, Huangdi, Zhuanshu, Diku, Yao, and Shun, to savor the timeless wisdom and inspiration they impart. Huangdi, the progenitor of Chinese civilization. According to legend, Huangdi, also known as the Xuanyuan, is considered the ancestor of the Chinese people. In the ancient era, he unified various tribes and ended prolonged periods of division and warfare. Not only was Huangdi an exceptional strategist, but he was also a visionary reformer. It is said that he personally guided his people in improving tools, inventing the wheel, and even creating the earliest form of writing, thus transforming oral wisdom into recorded knowledge. His battles, such as the famed conflict at Bangquan, symbolized the turning point from a collection of tribes toward a unified nation. Huangdi's victory brought peace and set a timeless example of a ruler who combined benevolence with astute governance. Zhuanshu, the guardian of order and morality. Following Huangdi, Zhuanshu is remembered as a ruler who further consolidated central authority and emphasized the importance of ritual and order. In the legends, Zhuanshu is known for establishing strict moral codes and ensuring that society adhered to a balanced system, reflecting both respect for nature and the importance of human order. His reign underscored the idea that true harmony arises from a well-ordered society where people follow ethical principles. Zhuanshu's steady rule has long served as an inspiration for those who value the integration of justice and order in governance. Diku, the promoter of culture and music. Diku, also known as the Gaoxin, is celebrated in the legends for his keen interest in culture and music. He is said to have commissioned the creation of early musical compositions, songs and melodies that were used in rituals and celebrations, laying the groundwork for Chinese ancient music. Diku not only promoted the arts, but also advanced moral governance by emphasizing virtue and selecting capable individuals for important roles. His cultural contributions helped to weave the rich tapestry of Chinese heritage, leaving an enduring legacy in music and ceremonial customs. The epitome of benevolent governance. Yao is one of the most revered figures among the five emperors. Known for his profound benevolence, Yao was deeply concerned with the welfare of his people. He personally toured the land, understanding the hardships of his subjects, and established early systems to manage natural disasters, such as appointing officials to address flooding. Yao's reign was marked by his commitment to selecting wise and virtuous leaders, a practice that later evolved into the legendary system of abdication based on merit. His gentle yet resolute leadership created an era of peace and prosperity, and his example has long been celebrated as the pinnacle of ideal governance. Shun, the model of filial piety and virtue. Shun, chosen by Yao as his successor, is renowned for his humility and diligence despite humble origins. According to the legends, Shun endured personal hardships and mistreatment, but remained steadfast in his virtue. His exemplary conduct and relentless work ethic ultimately moved Yao to pass on the mantle of leadership to him. During his reign, Shun further advanced policies that focused on the well-being of the people and the cultivation of talent. His life story demonstrates that true leadership is not born of privilege, but of character and perseverance, serving as a model of filial piety and moral rectitude for generations to come. The spirit of the five emperors, legacy and enlightenment. The legends of the five emperors, Huangdi, Zhuanshu, Diku, Yao, and Shun, each represent different facets of governance and human endeavor: cultural enlightenment, agricultural and medicinal breakthroughs, and the spark of civilization itself. Although these stories are steeped in myth, they encapsulate ancient aspirations for a well-ordered, harmonious society. They remind us that even in the earliest days of human history, the ideals of benevolence, wisdom, and perseverance were already taking root. On quiet, starry nights, elders would gather around a flickering fire to softly recount these timeless tales. How Huangdi's reforms and unifications kindled a shared identity, how Zhuanshu's strict moral codes helped forge societal order, how Diku's patronage of the arts enriched the soul, and how Yao and Shun's compassionate rule nurtured the spirit of the people. These gentle narratives, echoing through time, continue to inspire and guide, reminding us that no matter how chaotic the world may once have been, light and harmony are always born from courage, wisdom, and love. As you listen to these ancient whispers, let the enduring legacy of the five emperors, like a gentle breeze under the moonlit sky, soothe your heart and illuminate your dreams with the timeless promise of a better, harmonious future. Please take your time to immerse yourself in these legends. When you're ready, we can continue to explore further chapters of China's ancient history and myth, deepening our journey into the remarkable tapestry of this enduring civilization.